This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Let's just be a little bit honest with ourselves now. Let's go a little bit introspective to try and understand ourselves as men, how we're wired. And I'm going to ask you one question. Are we as men wired for multiple females? Are we wired to be with multiple women and establish a family, to have kids with them, and to rear an amazing family as one man with multiple females? Be honest with yourself. Are you wired for it? Have you thought those thoughts? If you could choose, would you choose 3 or would you choose 1? For those of you who've been around my channel, you know that the magic number is 3. But I just wanted to use this video today to kind of get you to think outside of the box. To think about, if we're wired for it, why is that not every man's goal? And before we go deeper into it, I just want to give you guys a complete understanding who haven't been around my channel before. I'm absolutely, completely opposed to the action or the activity of sleeping with women outside of lifelong commitment. If you're sleeping with women outside of lifelong commitment, stop it. You're literally destroying her future man's life and her children and all of the future generations. And if you're not the one who's causing her, or maybe she was broken beforehand or whatever, you're adding to that misery. You're adding to those difficulties that she will have in her future. Stop, okay? It's not good. But and if you haven't seen my Casual Sex is Russian Roulette for Women video, please go and check that video out and watch it 10 times if you're still sleeping around. Having said that, let's go back to the question. Are men wired for multiple females? I say yes. I'm not the only one who has thoughts of, you know what, one woman is just not, it just doesn't cut it for me. And I've actually been happily married for the last 12 years with 3 kids, and I've seen the other side. I've seen what a long-term relationship does to a woman. I've seen that she loses attraction automatically, simply because she's a woman. She loses attraction to the man that she's with because she's not really seeing the fact that he has options. I have tons of options. But the more committed I am to her, the less options it seems as if I have. If that makes sense. Let's go deeper. Why don't all men have the goal of 3 women? Is it because he can't even get 1? Okay, that might be the case for a lot of you guys. I don't know. Our semen retention channels, does that attract guys who can't even get 1 girlfriend? Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe that's your case, that you can't even get 1. So how can you even believe that you could get 3? So I get that. But that's messed up. That's a limiting belief that you have that needs to be fixed ASAP. If you're still in that struggle of, oh my gosh, I can't even get a girlfriend, okay, you need to get out of that immediately. Go from involuntary celibate to voluntary celibate simply with that mind shift and in massively improving your life. It's completely unnecessary for you to be needy and desperate and I wish I had a girlfriend. Don't be that guy, okay? Second of all, maybe it's because if he even mentions to his current girlfriend that he is wired for multiple, then she will maybe break up with him or she'll throw a fit. Maybe that's the reason why you don't admit to yourself that you actually want multiple. Or maybe you think it's wrong. Maybe that's why you haven't set the goal for 3 women. Is because you think it's morally wrong to have 3 women that you're committed to for life, who you want to bless, who you want to become rich for, who you want to make sure that they have massive abundance and that they're protected, and that you are taking, that you are bringing them kids, okay? And then making sure that they're protected and that they have everything that they stand in need of, and making sure that their environment is absolutely super at all times. How on earth is it morally wrong if you're literally taking care of them, making sure that they're happy and emotionally fulfilled at all times? It's only morally wrong if you don't know what you're doing and the thing that you're doing is creating problems. Like, you literally are creating more problems because you don't understand female nature. You haven't figured it out. And because of that, once you put 3 women together, all hell breaks loose. That's only because you don't know what you're doing. If you knew what you were doing, then all hell wouldn't break loose and they would have peace and harmony amongst themselves, and you guys would be happy together as a family. Why can't that be your reality? It can. You just simply don't know how yet, right? Or maybe you think it's too much work. Oh my gosh. Then maybe they would expect me to provide for all of them. And to be honest with you, I think that you should. As a man, you have capacity for massive amounts of action taking. And if you've got a reward system there, you have capacity and motivation, or should have at least, and have the focus to actually get massive amounts of resources to provide for the entire family. Why on earth would these women have to go to work? Why on earth should they be working for a different master outside of the home? It's ridiculous. Some guys actually, promote this lifestyle and say that, you know what, then we'll have multiple incomes. Yuck. Disgusting. Okay? As a man, you should be able to provide for everyone in your household. Let me explain to you how our lives in a perfect world, in a perfect ideal world, how it would look like. A boy is born. Okay? He grows up. He enjoys his feminine lifestyle, playing, having fun, and being nurtured by his mothers, okay? And those people around him. Great. He grows up to become a teenager and becomes now sexually interested. The vast majority of the time, he becomes interested in the opposite gender. And then he begins to I kind of want to be with this opposite gender. And I actually kind of would like to be with multiple of them. Okay? This isn't a perfect world, because in a perfect world, we actually live according to nature. We want to move in that direction, and then this is what happens in the normal world. You get a girlfriend, you sleep with her, and you get another girlfriend, you sleep with her, and we have basically serial monogamy. Messed up, ruins women's lives. In a perfect world, the boy would begin to seek interest into these multiple women that are maybe his age, and then the fathers would be, hell nah. Okay, that's not happening. You're not coming close to my daughter. Get away, okay? I'm gonna beat you up if you even come close to my daughter, okay? But, however, if you show to me that you're a responsible young man and you actually go out there and make something out of yourself and begin to actually create some wealth, build a strong financial foundation, and show that you are the real deal, then get back to me in a few years' time when you've actually built something. Okay? This is in a perfect ideal world. Fathers would say that to prospective, sons-in-law. That doesn't happen these days. It should. Fathers should be way more protective of their daughters than what they are today. Sending them off to high school. What a horrible practice by fathers. Okay? And then this boy, and he should start this journey of massively working towards his financial foundation at the age of 12, 13, okay? To go to school is absolutely waste of time for a boy who has goals, who's trying to build a family in the future with multiple women. Magic number is 3. Why on earth should he be wasting 10,000 hours of his life going to school? He should be working. developing a massive work ethic, getting to the point of 80 hours a week of working to build up his financial foundation, and then, of course, building up his own business over time. In the beginning, he'll have multiple jobs to get some skills and get some people skills and learn how to actually build something from scratch of his own. Then he builds it. Okay, maybe now he's actually built a very strong foundation. Maybe he's 18 years old. If he actually started this wealth building at 12, 13, he'll have a pretty nice nest egg at 18 years old. Okay, but maybe it takes a bit longer. Maybe it takes until he's 22, 23. He comes back around to those fathers. I've built something for myself. Okay, and he goes to 3 fathers. And these 3 women, okay, their daughters, they actually get along with each other and they're enjoying each other's lives with each other, like as friends, okay? And then the man who has built something for himself now actually takes that responsibility on, shows that commitment to everyone. He's still a virgin. Hopefully these women are still virgins as well. This is a perfect world we're talking about. Now he creates a family. This is the vision of how the world could look like in the future. But without men who actually have the vision of creating this type of society, of creating this type of lifestyle, it's not going to happen. We're going to continue in this horrible circumstance that we found ourselves in, where women basically have 10 plus, 20 plus, 50 plus, 100 plus partners before they enter into a monogamous lifelong relationship where they eventually get a divorce a lot of the time and then screw over everyone's lives in the process. We don't need today's society anymore. It's over. It's done. Okay? We need to start from scratch. This is how we'll build it. One small step at a time. As part of the Men of High Value movement, we've got some really exciting things happening. This is why I haven't made a video for a very long time. I'm back. Okay, I want to make sure that you guys are on track to make things happen in your life. You need to catch the vision of what you can have. You can have this. This is not for special people. This is for average Joes who make a decision to change their lives completely and provide direction and purpose for their lives. I hope that you're with me. Make sure you like and subscribe. And, of course, stick around. And I'll see you guys in the next one.